McLeod Hageman is discovering some of the fun things to enjoy on the water around northeast Wisconsin. He joins us live from the Fox River in De Pere this morning. Where are people already fishing, Mac? And how are they biting if they are?
Olivia, I haven't had too much luck yet, but I really am surprised by how many people actually come out here early to get a jump on fishing for the day. We're going to talk about that here in just a moment. But first, I wanted to learn more about the Fox River's historic lock system. It's just over my shoulder here. And little did I know that it actually dates back to before Wisconsin was officially a state. And I have to admit, it's one of those things that I had to see to fully understand.
It's an important part of Wisconsin's heritage, and it's Wisconsin's first public works project as a state. It's one of the largest lock systems in the Americas.
Fox River Navigational System Authority Executive Director Phil Ramlett says about 5,000 boaters pass through the Fox locks a year, some traveling from across the world, amazed how it still works.
They're surprised, number one, that the system is 170 years old and it's still operating, so that's kind of neat.
Everything you're seeing predates the Civil War. We're standing at lock number 3 in Kaukauna. In the distance, you can see locks numbers 4 and 5. Now, the water drops about 10 feet altogether per lock, making it easier for boaters to navigate themselves up and down the Fox River.
Fox Locks Director of Operations Jeremy Cord sharing an up-close look at the 16 restored locks spanning about 25 miles, 39 miles including the entire original system.
Water was really the key to living and the key to traveling. If you look at it from an economic standpoint, when these locks put in, all of a sudden these villages popped up. They later became towns, cities. It really opened up the transportation system. It's basically like going from a two-rut trail to almost like Highway 41.
The lock system is essentially like an elevator for the water, and each side representing about a 10-foot difference from one side to the next. All you have to do is pull into the lock, the water evens out, and then the gate, it's ready to open.
Cords and Ramlett say traffic through the system has been picking up yearly after it was restored, and especially following the pandemic.
So we try to be as safe as possible and encourage our boaters just to be patient, hold on to the ropes until the ride's over, and then we open the gates up and you can motor out.
Cord says each lock can fit about 8 boats or more than 100 canoes and kayakers.
Going down is the easiest part. When you go up in the chamber, that's when you really want to be holding on to the rope because there'll be more turbulence from the water rushing in from the upper gates.
Taking just minutes for lock tenders to adjust the water, then sending people on their way.
Typically what you do is you blow your horn 4 times, and then the lock tenders will open it up for you, and then you can motor in. It takes about 12 revolutions around the tripod to open up the door. The whole lockage from tip to tail takes about 15 minutes.
And one of the locks is currently closed due to invasive species, but it's something that I recommend checking out in person. Again, this was something that I really had to see in person to fully understand, and I was immediately surprised how quickly the locks filled up with water. And speaking of water, I love boating more than absolutely anything. Nothing compares to spending time on the water with friends and family, so I decided to give kayaking a try. The river by Bayshore in Algoma offered an opportunity to try kayaking, canoeing, and paddle boats on the Anope River, which in my opinion was the perfect size for a beginner like myself. It's not too big, there's lots to see, and the spot is extremely clean. Mark Schuster with Bayshore Outfitters recommends a single-person kayak to get the hang of it.
To me, it's peaceful. You know, you're gliding through the water, you don't have the sound of an engine, you know, you just hear that stroke of the paddle going through the water, pushing you forward. You get a slow sense of, you know, exploring the riverside as you're going through it. The Anope River is a gorgeous river to paddle if you've never been on it.
And Mark joked if you're going with your spouse or significant other to maybe try separate kayaks for the first trip because canoeing together will really test your relationship. And to learn more about that, you can check out our website at NBC26.com. Reporting live from De Pere, McLeod Hageman, NBC 26 News.
Looks like a lot of fun out there. We'll send things back out to Mac in just a bit, but first, here